Welcome to my home. We're gonna go on a little bit of a journey together, and by the end of this, my goal is that you can watch any jump of any kind and detect which of the 6 main lower body functions are occurring on that jump. You could also see, maybe for someone, what's missing or what needs to keep being trained to go higher. So we're gonna look at 2 different jumps to analyze all 6. With the first jump, Byron Jones, one of the best standing vertical jumps ever, he demonstrates 3 of the 6, okay? His ankles extend, his knees extend, his hips extend. That's it. Those 3 things, and he goes up. Now let's look at Michael Jordan jumping from the foul line. He's still gonna have to extend the hip, he's still gonna have to extend the knee, and he's still gonna have to extend the ankle when he jumps, but what does he add in that Byron didn't have to do to go up? Well, first the ankle has to flex really hard. So you have ankle extension and you have ankle flexion, and there's so much, literally thousands of pounds of force going through that ankle flexion. Then to keep pulling the ground to jump, he has to flex the knee. So his knee has to flex in addition to extending, he has to keep pulling the ground. And then also the hip, instead of just extending, the hip also has to flex. So every dunk ever from the foul line, we had those 3 first ones. We had the extension, 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 but now there's some degree of having to flex, right? So those are the 6. We've got those 6. We have flexion and extension. And there are some outliers. I was the first trainer for a guy in college. His name is Nick Briz, look him up. He takes off his toe. So boom, you can instantly watch Nick jump and you can see, okay, he uses 5 out of 6. He's so strong, he doesn't even have to start breaking through his heel, and he goes right through the toe. Now, if we look in the NBA, there are no toe jumpers like that. So perhaps the ability to take forward speed and then make that go up comes through the heel, right? We can also look at the famous Michael Jordan hop step dunk. And MJ lands only on his toes. So on his hop step dunk, he only used 5 out of the 6. So when he went for his 2-foot jump off the hop step, the heel never touched. Just on the toe, boing, boing, right off the toes. So he gets up quicker. So of course you'd have to be even stronger out of those 5 without being able to use the 6th with the heel. You could run up off a 2-foot jump and you could probably get maximum height without even flexing the knee. But if you want to get maximum distance, so most of the best 2-foot jumpers, you will see in the air, you will see some degree of knee flexion. But it's not as much knee flexion as off a 1-foot jump, because you're getting to flex both. So both your legs are kicking up in the air. Whereas off one leg, all that force is through one leg. Now, off a 2-foot jump, even with a running start, you don't have to flex the hip. You do have to flex the hip on a 1-foot jump. That's every 1-foot jump flexes the hip. But even a 1-foot jumper could get pretty high sometimes without even pulling the leg. You just won't see anyone come close to their distance potential without pulling the leg. You see this? So it's not like a 1-foot jump and a 2-foot don't have similarities. They have similarities. Every 1-foot or 2-foot jump has the first 3, has extension, ankle extension, knee extension, hip extension. But then by adding in distance, there's then some degree of the other 3, the flexion. So I'm gonna go through a flexion workout right now.